Top 7 ways to make money in the new economy. It's not a secret that the world economy is on the brink of collapse, and that an uncontrollable number of businesses won't make it past a looming recession. But this is also a time like no other for us to reinvent ourselves and to move on to bigger and better things. Now is the time to hit the drawing board and start preparing for when businesses finally start to reopen. There's a world of opportunities just waiting for us. In today's video, we'll walk you through the top 7 ways to make money when businesses reopen in the post-COVID-19 economy. We'll explore actionable ideas you can start planning around today to turn this nightmare into a godsend that will change your life for the better. From job site cleaning to virtual reality, you'll be surprised at the opportunities in store. But first, support us by subscribing to our channel and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any new videos. Number 7. Launch a cleaning and sanitizing company. The biggest problem many businesses face as we all attempt to regain normalcy is the fear of going anywhere that may pose a risk of a contagion. One of the things many companies around the world are already doing is implementing decontamination protocols to keep all surfaces virus-free. However, while some big companies have departments who take care of this, many others are looking for a reliable solution. This is where a specialized sanitizing company can be exactly what many businesses are looking for. By operating on a business-to-business model, such a company could offer both the service of decontamination of the entire job site, as well as a certification that the business can show to both the public and any relevant government agency, if so required in the future. If done right, this is a very profitable business in which you can charge as much as $1,500 per job site, daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on the type of business and the dimensions of the premises. What do we need to get started here? These are the 5 most important things we will need to make this a reality. 1. Personnel. This shouldn't be too hard to define in a world where there are millions of newly unemployed citizens desperately looking for a source of income. 2. A certified decontamination protocol. This is the core of the business. To get started, any government agencies like OSHA provide their own decontamination protocols, and there are also plenty of companies who specialize in decontamination training. 3. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, for all personnel. 4. Certified disinfectants. These are our weapons of choice. Just like a chef who works with the finest ingredients, a sanitizing company needs to find the most effective yet environmentally friendly and certified disinfectants. 5. Premises. We're bound to need a place to store all our equipment and disinfectants, so some sort of warehouse will be necessary. This is a business that has so much awesome potential, but it does require a good deal of planning, preparation, and investment. Our next idea, however, doesn't need as much. Number 6. Become a dedicated personal grocery shopper and line waiter. Our elderlies are part of the population most at risk in this pandemic, and most don't want to risk going to overcrowded stores to get supplies in fear of infection. One great solution to this problem is to provide a personal shopping service for seniors or for those who simply cannot leave their homes for other reasons. This service could include going to the pharmacy to buy prescription or countertop medicines, buying food supplies at the grocery store, taking people's clothes to the dry cleaner, and more. Another way we could help this part of our community while making some good money on the side is to service as line waiters so they minimize any unnecessary contact with others. This could prove particularly useful in the upcoming general elections, especially considering that in some states, fear of COVID-19 is not considered a valid reason to request voting by mail. What do we need to get started? The best part of this business is that it requires no investment whatsoever, other than the gloves and face masks we should already have at home. It doesn't need any special skills or training, and we could charge by the hour. At an average rate of $20 per hour, the potential to optimize our time by making a single trip for several clients at the same time, we could be looking at anything from $2,000 to well over $5,000 a month starting now. This service has a very specific target, but the next one on the list has a much broader reach. Keep watching and check it out. Number 5. Start a local messenger service. Food delivery companies have seen an amazing surge during the first half of 2020, and the trend is not slowing down. Since people are still too afraid to leave their houses before a vaccine is available or a cure is found. With many businesses going online and people working from home, many need an instant service to deliver paperwork from one part of the city to another, or to pick up their lunch. There's no end to the possibilities when it comes to the type of packages we can deliver. Paperwork, food, medicines, clothes, merchandise, you name it. Imagine we could charge as much as $35 per delivery and make it all happen in less than an hour. What do we need to get started here? Well, while this service doesn't need too much investment, there are a couple basics. One, a means of transportation. Be it a bike, a motorcycle, a car, or even a Segway. Anything that'll get you from point A to point B faster than on foot is a good choice. 2. PPEs. We're charging to take the risk of going out so others don't have to, so we need to protect ourselves as well. 3. Some sort of virus-safe decontamination bag. This is quite important. It will be best if whatever we deliver only touches the sender and the receiver, so putting it in a specialized, possibly branded delivery bag that could be safely decontaminated as it passes from one person to another is a must. 4. A mobile phone or tablet. This is absolutely essential. We need it to promote our business, to find addresses, to optimize routes, and also as an alternative mobile POS to take payment. We could make well over $3,000 a month by just making 4 deliveries a day, Monday through Friday. But if we play our cards right, that number could triple or more. Number 4, launch a contactless technology distribution business. Airports, hotels, hospitals, and businesses all over the world are starting to rely on new technologies to allow contactless interactions with other people like clients, customers, and the general public. Anything from contactless payment technology based on facial recognition, touchless access points, and voice-activated appliances to contactless check-ins and check-outs, they all need different kinds of specialized equipment installed. But where do those businesses and institutions get the hardware and tech they need? And since most of this technology is new, how do businesses even know that the technology is already available? That's where a contactless technology distribution company comes in. By specializing in this kind of technology, we can save businesses countless hours as well as thousands of dollars by providing a direct answer to their current needs and by sourcing from the right suppliers. This type of new technology is expensive, so this can be one very lucrative business. What's more, we could even offer maintenance services for the technology later down the road, generating even more income. What do we need to get started here though? One specific industry. Choosing a specific industry to focus our attention on first, for example, hotels, and specializing all the different contactless solutions for that industry will go a long way at the beginning. 2. Money for a startup inventory. We would then need to acquire some of the products in order to show them to potential clients, so we definitely need a good deal of seed money. The good news is, these product services are not difficult to find by simply doing a Google search. 3. Technical personnel. Trained personnel that knows how to install, operate, and maintain these technologies is essential. Once we've got this covered, we can just take orders from our newly acquired clients, forward these orders down to our suppliers so they'll ship the products. It'll only be a matter of time before we make a name for ourselves in the new economy. Now, if you thought these 4 ideas were great, wait till you see what's coming up in the top 3. Number 3. Launch a staffing agency. A consequence of business closures or resizing is unemployment. Why not turn this problem into a business and launch a staffing agency? The key idea would be to match employers and workers that were displaced because of the pandemic. There is a shortage of professional and technical skills to be found among the displaced population, and many young startups and established businesses will be in need of those skills once the economy gets back on its feet. But how do we make money with a staffing company? There are several business models, some of which involve charging a markup fee or a percentage of the employee's salary to the company that hired them. Another option would be to charge a flat finder's fee, which would depend on the years of experience, skills, or level of education of the candidate. In some models, the fee is actually paid by the employee themselves. Whichever the case, it's a great way to make money in the new economy. What do we need to get started? This is an online business, so all we really need is a computer or a mobile device with internet access. We could use professional networks like LinkedIn to find potential candidates and reach out to them with job opportunities. It requires for us to put a lot of work in at first, but then we could outsource the most bothersome aspects of the business while we dedicate our time to developing partnerships with other companies. Number 2, high-tech sanitizing tools and supplies distributor. In the post-coronavirus world, any business that cannot be taken online will have to invest large sums of money in decontamination and hygiene. This means that they'll need to purchase advanced, high-tech cleaning systems to help maintenance personnel do their jobs without risking their own health, and specialized supplies like HEPA filters for air purifying systems, portable electrostatic sprayers, and the likes. Becoming a distributor of these types of products will be a highly lucrative business in the coming years, so you definitely don't want to miss out on this opportunity. What do we need to get started? There are 2 ways to go about this. One is to keep the supplies in stock, in which case we need a good amount of seed money and a warehouse to keep the inventory. But another option is to start as a drop shipping service, in which we close the deal and our supplier sends the product to our client. That way, we avoid holding an inventory and risking our own capital. Number 1 on the list is without a doubt the most lucrative, long-term investment we can make, and will probably catch you by surprise. Number 1, virtual reality and augmented reality as a service. COVID-19 has already changed the sports and entertainment industries, as it's almost impossible to keep social distancing among crowds of thousands of people. There will undoubtedly be a shift towards virtual reality attendance to sporting events and concerts, which implies the need for high-tech equipment to generate the virtual world that spectators from all over the world can convene. Providing the framework to make this happen, as well as selling or renting the hardware to capture, render, and transmit these events, is a business model that is gaining momentum. Known as VR as a service, or AR as a service, these business models may also include things like free access with ads or paid commercial-free subscription plans in the virtual world. As 5G is rolling out, holodeck and Star Trek is closer to reality than ever before. What do we need to get started here? This is one of the ideas that needs more startup cash to get going, as well as more technical know-how. UHD 3D cameras, motion capture equipment, and huge video rendering workstations are probably the bare minimum, and those aren't cheap. We also need a team of programmers and developers to create the virtual world, or use green screen backdrops for smaller audience interactions. And we need to pay expensive hosting services with very high bandwidth to support live streaming to thousands of users at a time. However, if we manage to get the ball rolling, it's a gold mine that will bring profit for years to come. That's it for our list of top 7 ideas to make money in the new economy when businesses reopen. Which one do you think has the most potential, and which one is the easiest to implement in the short term? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, a crisis is also an opportunity. Thanks for watching.